Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some even more sad news going on with the PlayStation 5, because we have some pretty big major delays that have now been officially announced as of today. We also have had pretty much kind of a bad news day overall for the PlayStation 5. If you guys saw in our videos earlier on today, we even had Walmart not go and restock today, even though it was a little bit of rumors built on in that there was going to be a restock. We also had that semiconductor factory fire that happened that we covered out earlier on today as well. We've all around had some kind of not good PlayStation 5 news. Also, a lot of this kind of does also tie into as well for the Xbox to not go and be too biased. But we also have even more bigger news today, which we even have some major AAA announcements delaying on up some of the games that I'm extremely excited for. We also, I'm going to maybe use this opportunity to kind of go and cover up a lot of different PlayStation 5 news and also gaming news on this video. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it, whether you guys are about to go get your consoles from the next future restocks or already got your consoles. Hopefully you guys can go and sit back, relax, and enjoy these videos, because I'm going to try to cover up all the AAA news and stuff going on throughout this video. As well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, or be subscribed for the PS5 giveaway, and definitely leave a like if you guys enjoy these types of videos. We'll have all of our seller links down below with the Amazons, Weebles, and Coinbase if you guys want. Let's go actually dive into the actual video itself. So I'm going to go, first of all, start off with the most important news, at least in my opinion. And this is probably one of the most looked after games that I really want to go and play, and I'm very, very excited for. And it actually has gotten delayed, so we're kind of a little bit on the sad side on over here. So I'm going to go and show you guys up some of this and some gameplay as well. We're basically Deathloop. If you guys have not seen me, I'll actually even go maybe put a link down below for some Deathloop gameplay we actually have discussed on the channel. But as of right now, this game was supposed to be coming out in the next few weeks. Deathloop has now decided to go delay the launch of Deathloop to September 14th, 2021. Their press statement basically says, "We're committed to quality and preserving our team's ambitions for Deathloop while ensuring the health and safety of everyone for at Arcane. We'll be using this extra time to accomplish our goal, create a fun, stylish, and mind-bending player experience. We apologize for extended wait and thank you all for your passion and excitement. It is the fuel that powers our creativity and hard work. We can't wait to show you guys more Deathloop soon." So I can show you guys a little bit of quick gameplay over here that we showed up and talked about before on stream as we do kind of cover this news. Basically, Deathloop is probably one of the games that I'm most excited for. It's made by the same people who made all those Dishonored games, probably some of my favorite game series overall. It's just very cool. You have a lot of different types of combats. You have stealth, you have aggro, you have abilities. And the idea of the game is like a multiplayer / single player, basically assassination game. So this is very, very sad news that they did go and decide to go and cancel this. Well, not cancel it, more so delay it. Cancel the, I guess, release if you want to have that type of word mixed on in. But because I'm very excited for this game, but I would love to hear your thoughts down below. I'm one of those people that I'm okay if they delay the game, if there's a reason for delaying. All the early gameplay we've seen so far has been very clean and nice, so I do have high expectations for this game. You guys are even seeing some gameplay up in the background, and I'm very okay with not having another Cyberpunk situation going on. As you guys know, Cyberpunk for even the PS4 was pretty much unplayable in a very, very not good game. So I'm okay with them if they take a few extra months so the actual devs making the game can relax, not feel the game crunch, and also make sure any bugs, last minute issues, or any extra content they want to go add can also be gone and basically be made. So I'm kind of okay with this. It's very, very sad because it is a really big AAA game that I was very much looking forward to. I'm still on the lookout as well for Returnal, which I do believe has actually gone gold, so that should be all good to go to actually release. And also NIER, which we could talk about as of right now, because I'm not sure how many of you guys are up there and hyped up for NIER yourself, but basically NIER is probably one of my favorite games and most intriguing games out there when it comes to, I guess, overall games. It's basically, imagine it's a JRPG, but it's one of those games you just have to go and play. I don't really know how to explain it better, but we actually do have a press announcement over here. It's all in Japanese, but this is basically confirming that NIER is actually going to be fully good, fully released, and is also good to go. So basically that means that it's basically able to be released without any delays, kind of how Deathloop themselves have actually had. This game, I would love to hear your comments down below if you guys have ever played the previous NIER or you guys are excited for this one, because I am extremely hyped up for this. This is coming out in around 2 or 3 weeks from now as well. So very, very big news, and I'm very, very excited for this. I just can't wait to play this game. This game's a it's very unique, very JRPG, and very, very different than your traditional normal game. So it has the major thumbs up for me. I love the idea of it. I can't wait to play this one as well. Some other kind of big AAA news kind of going on too, as well, is that the Resident Evil is actually going to be going and doing another brand new showcase. Resident Evil is actually going to be coming out in the near future as well. I think maybe early next month. So they're going to be having another press announcement going on over here on April 15th. We may actually go and cover that if there's any kind of good news or any good leaks or whatever mixed on in with it. But although basically doing a nice little event, and they're also trying to go tell people, hey, go play the actual open beta, which is kind of like the basically test room, or kind of how they did for Resident Evil 7 and such as well. So you can basically just kind of like see the graphics, see the game. I checked it out on my PS5. Very good, very clean, and the graphics are absolutely beautiful, and I cannot wait to go and stream this game or do a review up on my YouTube channel, either or. But very, very excited up for that game. Some other kind of big things to kind of work on into as well for just overall game news, I'm just trying to give you guys everything up in here, is if you guys ever played Until Dawn, this game was a very, very fun game. I even played this up on Halloween a few years back. Basically, it's kind of like a Imagine Detroit game where you basically get to go and choose the actions, kind of more so focused on kind of cutscenes and actions and how your actions go and affect everything else as well going on in the game. So they actually do have now confirmation that they're now working on a brand new secret project with real-time combat. And Until Dawn is probably one of my favorite games that I actually played up on the PS4. So you have a very, very nice good news over here that they're now working in secret on a brand new game mixed on in. So basically you have a brand new unannounced secret project, and they also can kind of go through all the various job listings, showing that there is many, many, many different ones. You can even see the lead level designers and stuff like that. And a few other games mixed on in, which is kind of cool because they're looking for people that are highly talented, motivated, and experienced people to work on a new, as a yet unannounced project, the role of combat designer. So basically you get to go, they want to have people have it be real-time combat, which would kind of fit in that same genre of game, where instead of it being maybe a real-time event, maybe you now have real-time combat, which can maybe, if you mess up a fight or one of your people you're playing as the game as, maybe go and get, caught by really random alien monsters, they may just not make it anymore. So this is actually probably one of the more exciting news for me. I'm very excited for the NIER news and and also the Resident Evil news. Sad about the DEATHLOOP news, but this is a very, very big one, at least in my opinion. So some other little kind of fun things to go talk about throughout this video. There is a little random KOJIMA game that some people were actually speculating on, that this random game on over here, which let me go and show you guys here, which I don't even know how people even think this. This was apparently like some people were thinking this was a very, very early intro to a KOJIMA game. And if you guys have ever seen these types of games, you guys would probably think not. This game definitely looked a lot more indie off of just even watching this trailer. Like, to me, like, this doesn't look like a KOJIMA game at all. Like, no matter how you kind of twist it, I can maybe see the stretch, maybe. But like graphically, this looks like it's like 10 frames or so, which is not bad. I think it's made by an indie dev, so like, nothing bad against it. But like, this is just not a game that I can see KOJIMA making. Now, if it was a little bit more in-depth, more colorful, or more actual, I guess, something else going on the screen besides just a forest, maybe. But everything I've kind of seen off this it doesn't look bad. I don't want to say anything bad about it, but like, you could just go and tell based on like the lack of attention to details, the environment, the very kind of somewhat bland environment. It's cool. Like, you just look at like the trees. The trees are just like moving in like 10 frames. Like, you could just tell this is an indie game. This is not going to be a KOJIMA game. Like, look at the fire. Like, do people just kind of go and forget how something like a game like Death Stranding was? So this was kind of a really big kind of fun rumor that people were talking about. But apparently this is nothing to do with KOJIMA. But I kind of wanted to bring up the attention because I thought it was kind of interesting as well. Also, apparently it's made by Blue Box Games, which they actually had this game up in early access. They took it away from early access, and well, it just basically never kind of went back onto that. Some other little quick gaming news before we wrap up the video. WRECKFEST actually has some brand new PS5 updates. I actually gave major thumbs up for that game. I thought it was a very nifty and very cool game. Basically, it's like maybe imagine like a mess around racing game slash like demolition derby type style game. It's very multiplayer focused. Very good game, but they actually do have some more new updates for the PS5. So very, very nice, very cool to go and see. I'm also loving the fact that so many people are out there are actually trying their best to go and make these graphics better, make the actual games better, or improve it from the PS4 to PS5. So major thumbs up for WRECKFEST. And also, here's another game called Halibut, which is basically just got released really recently too as well, which looks kind of very nice, cute little nifty indie game. And more so, if you guys are ever curious why I don't ever show audio, just more so on the fact that, like, I just want to get copyright. But this game actually looks very intriguing, just more so off the art style alone, and it kind of seems like maybe one of those more story-ish type style games. Think like maybe Oxenfree, or even like Life is Strange. Not fully like that, but maybe kind of like in the very similar vibe mixed on in. But this game, I like this art style. It's very unique. very, it almost kind of looks like claymation style as well. Even the reviews over here, a lot of people are like, these visuals are great. I think this would be a very fun game to either go play up on YouTube or on Twitch, if anything. But like I said, this kind of just reminds me of like a claymation like movie, if anything. So I love all the character, I love the character design. This is definitely gonna be a game that's gonna be on my radar. This is called the Herald the Halibut. Very, very nifty, very kind of cool. Mixed on in. And one last little maybe bit of news is that CRYSIS Remastered had some PS5 gameplay also mentioned and brought it up on over here. So a lot of kind of little cool little nifty things mixed on in. I never actually played the original CRYSIS myself. This kind of just gives me a lot of Halo vibes right now. I always know the meme for is the old school CRYSIS was the games are so very taxing for your GPUs. This actually doesn't seem that hardcore, maybe because it's on the PS5, but it does look nice. Gives me lots of Halo vibes, and I didn't even go and see a little bit of a check whatever it is, checkpoint. There you go. A little bit of a hiccup right there when it came to all that. So a little bit not the funnest, but this you guys can kind of go and tell that the graphics look pretty nice. It's in depth. And you can kind of go and see a lot of movement mixed on in. So these are kind of pretty much all of our major gaming leaks. As I mentioned, a little bit more on the sad side about the Deathloop AAA announcement being delayed, but thankfully we do have Resident Evil 8 coming out soon, Returnal as well, and we had a nice little bit of pieces of other little bits of gaming news coming that came out today. So let me know if you guys actually do like this type of news or these types of videos. I try to be a little bit more on the concise side and kind of not ramble too much, so you guys always can leave us some feedback down below. I would love to make some more videos like this in the future, when there actually is a lot of gaming news going on that I personally like to go and cover. And I think the Deathloop being delayed is a very, very major issue, at least to me. But as well, at least we have some good, nice news coming on out with some more AAA games coming in the very near future, and some other stuff also mixed on in. Plus also some kind of cool little indie games also mixed on in throughout this video as well. So if you guys enjoy this stuff, make sure you guys are subscribed or pop on the notifications as well. Make sure you guys are subscribed for the PS5 giveaway. Leave a like if you guys enjoy this type of stuff, and definitely, I'd love to hear some feedback down below. As a reminder, I'd like to make these a little bit more advanced, a little bit better in terms of editing in the future, but right now with all the restocks, I've been doing like 5 or 6 videos a day, plus also streaming, plus other stuff. So in the future, I'll have a little bit more spare time to do more editing and try my best to make the videos a little bit nicer, but keep that in mind as well. So love you guys all. Thank you guys all so much for watching. We'll have some more restock news all throughout the next few days. Check out the Deathloop gameplay as well, link down below, and I'll see you guys all up on the next video. Hope you guys all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all later on. Love you guys.